have you ever dreamed of starting your own business? Well, a woman in Lexington had that dream, and a little over a year ago she opened her own store called Cloth Pallet with the help of the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University. And here today in our Small Business Development Center segment, we're going to meet Nicole Thomas of Lexington. Welcome to WJBC.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about your store.
Okay.
What do you sell? What do you got?
Cloth Pallet is a specialty gift boutique. So I like to say that I've got gifts for all occasions. I have home decor, whether that's fun pillows, holiday wreaths, baby bridal. So if you want to go off registry and get something unique that you can't get at another store, then that's the place for it. I also have an amazing coffee line from Galena. So if flavors such as amaretto, butterscotch, toasted almond, hazelnut, vanilla, if those sound good, I've got coffee for you. You will not be disappointed.
Starting a business, I think everyone's thought about that. Everybody's, maybe worked for somebody else and said, I'd really like to work for myself, where I don't have a boss, where I can just, succeed or fail on my own merits. So what made you decide to do this? Because it takes a certain amount of courage and commitment, a lot of commitment.
It does take a lot of courage. This experience has certainly taken me out of my normal comfort zone and challenged me in a lot of ways. And really, it came a little over a year ago. I had that moment where I just thought, what if? What if I had my own business, and what would it look like? What was my vision? What would I offer? And really now, hindsight, I can look back, and there's actually a quote that really sums it up, and it says, "What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if I fly?" And so it's hindsight, I can see, if I didn't give it a shot, I would always wonder, and I knew I would always regret.
Yeah, that would be the hard part, wouldn't it? Yep. Okay, so you decide to go ahead with it, and, like a lot of people who've never run a business before, and I understand this is your first time doing this, you have no idea where to start. And that's where the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University comes in. So how did you find out about them, and then what did they do to help you get this thing off the ground?
So I found out about the SBDC. It was November of last year because they had a program that was for Small Business Saturday. So the Saturday after Thanksgiving is traditionally been known as Small Business Saturday, and they have a program to really get that foot traffic out to the small businesses. You've done your big box purchasing, but now you can hit those small shops that provide something new. And so that's how I first was introduced to them. And since that introduction, I'd say the biggest thing is to provide me guidance and resources, because there's so many things. And yes, you can look online, but you don't know if you're going the right direction. So they really provided resources for me. And the biggest thing they did was to connect me with a graduating class at ISU. And for their senior project in the IT class, they created my website, which was huge. I didn't have the time or the knowledge to do that. And so they put all the structure together, and it's just about ready to publish. And so that's been a huge blessing to have that opportunity that I wouldn't have had otherwise.
We're talking with Nicole Thomas. She's the owner of a year-old business in Lexington right on Main Street called Cloth Pallet. And she got help from the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University to get started. This is our Small Business Development Center segment. So what's the biggest, maybe most important thing, and it may be hard for you to pick one thing out, but what's the biggest thing you learned in the 13 months that you've had this thing? And it's not just 13 months, right? Because you got all that time leading up to when you open. So it's really a longer period of experience. What have you learned?
I'd say the biggest thing that I've learned personally is that I was capable of things that I couldn't ever have imagined. Things like doing your taxes for the state. That's nerve-wracking. I want to make sure I do it right. And so that's all on me. Things like getting my inventory and doing wholesale purchasing. I didn't know how that looked or that worked. So it's things like that. But the biggest thing I can see now is that I don't really second-guess myself. Odds are if I like something, if there's something that makes me smile, odds are it's going to make my customer smile. So while I want to be responsible in my decisions, I don't overthink it, and I don't overanalyze it.
All right. Let's see. You've got, I should ask you, it's always important to tell the listeners as they get familiar with these new businesses we talk to, You have a website? You have a phone number?
So yes, you can see me in person, 316 West Main in Lexington. So you can always come into the shop Fridays, Saturdays, 12 to 4. But I also have a Facebook and Instagram presence, so that's where I also get a lot of traffic. That's very convenient for people to contact me that way. And very soon I will be publishing my clothandpallet.com, where you can then see merchandise online.
And you're only open on Friday and Saturday, right?
I am currently, yes,
All
12
right.
to 4.
All right. And then any events coming up?
So, yes, in October, I like to use my space differently, and so I do DIY workshops. So I have a great one coming in October where you can come and make the project. And the big one will be in November. November 14th is Ladies' Night Out in Lexington. And this is a huge event sponsored by the Lexington Chamber of Commerce that brings hundreds and hundreds of people up to Lexington. And you can check out myself as well as a number of other vendors in town.
All right, very good. That's Nicole Thomas. She's the owner of Cloth and Pallet in Lexington. They're right there on Main Street. They're open Fridays and Saturdays. And good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All right. By the way, the website for the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan is McLeanCoSBDC.org. You can always ring them up or log on and get information from them. We bring in the director of the SBDC. She's Karen Bassoni. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Mark. What a beautiful day today.
It's a nice day, yeah. What's your small business tip of the month?
It's about branding. Branding is one of the most important aspects of any small business.
Why is that?
It's who you are, what you represent, and how people recognize you. Now
that's easy if you're a big business and people know you for your product. But if you're someone like Nicole, who we just met, and she's only a year old, how do you establish that in the eyes of your potential customers?
That's a great question. Nicole has a logo. She has a certain look to her website. She was very careful in when she was sharing with the ISU students that developed her site what she was looking for, what kind of pictures she was interested in. That all incorporates her branding, what she represents, and the types of products and services she provides. It may be it can be through a lot of things, through color, through touch, through visuals, through specific products and line of product quality, and also on the service side, how you treat your customers is a very integral part of your branding, and it helps you become more competitive out in the marketplace if a person takes it seriously. Some of the things that we've always shared from an SBDC vantage point is when you're considering branding, you've got to take a look at the company or your own company itself. What is my mission? What is my vision? So what is my purpose and where do I want to go? What are the benefits of my products and services that I provide? And what do my customers think of my small business when they come in, if it's a storefront or online, for example? And what qualities do I want to associate with my small business?
All right, so that's branding, and that's very important, especially when you're getting started, and then maintaining that throughout, day after day operation. SBDC always has upcoming events where you talk about what you're doing and give tips, and we bring in Angela Cooper-Smith, who's the assistant director over there at the SBDC. How are you, Angela?
I'm well, thanks.
You're hiding over there in the corner.
I'm here.
Give us a rundown. What you got coming up?
All right, we've got a big calendar full. On Wednesday of this week, the 25th, we're having our monthly How to Start a Business in Illinois seminar. It's sponsored by Heartland Bank. This one is at Uptown Normal at the Heartland Bank location in their community room, and it's from 11 until 1. And registration for that one does close tomorrow at 10 a.m. on our website. And the two other events we have in October are also on Wednesday, October 2nd, again at the Uptown Heartland Bank. In the community room, we are doing a branding seminar put on by Julie Workman, the founder and president of Make Your Own Rules Marketing. And she's presenting on our topic, the importance of branding for your small business. That one is from 11:30 till 1 o'clock on October 2nd. And our third event is again on a Wednesday, October 16th. We have partnered with the McLean County Chamber of Commerce and STL to host a forum on cybersecurity. They have an FBI agent coming to present on cybersecurity, and the title is An Ever-Changing Threat Landscape. And this one is going to be actually at Illinois Wesleyan's University campus. It's in the Beckman Auditorium, which is on the lower level of our Ames Library. That one is being held from 11:30 till 1 p.m. All of these events and more can be found on our website, and that's where you're going to want to register.
And that's McLean Co.
Yes, www.mcleancosbdc.org.
All right, so that's where you can register for those events. All right, very good. Appreciate you all coming in.
Thank you very much, Mark.
And
always
good luck,
a pleasure.
Good luck again, Nicole, with Cloth and Pallet. It's in Lexington, right there on Main Street. Open Fridays and Saturdays. Go up there and pay Nicole a visit.